All right, if you're in any kind of research, you've definitely used Google Scholar. But here's the thing, it's not just a search bar anymore. It has kind of quietly grown into this massive research ecosystem. So today, we're going to dig into that transformation from its basic search engine core all the way to its future as a real AI-powered research partner.
You know, their motto has always been stand on the shoulders of giants. And it's just perfect, right? It totally captures the spirit of academic work. Every single discovery we make is built on what someone else already figured out. The platform isn't just some big database. It's built from the ground up on that exact principle of building upon what came before.
Okay, so how are we going to break this all down? First up, we'll get into the search engine itself and how to really master your queries. After that, we're diving into how to build out your own personal library. Then, the really cool stuff, the new AI-powered tools for discovery. And we'll wrap up by looking at how you can manage your own academic profile and metrics. Sound good? Let's jump in.
So first things first, what actually makes Google Scholar different? Because it's way more than just a filter slapped on top of a regular Google search. Honestly, it's a completely different beast, and it's built for a very specific job.
Think about it like this. A regular Google search is like casting a giant fishing net into the entire ocean. It grabs everything, blogs, news, shopping sites, you name it. But Google Scholar? That's more like spearfishing in a specific, well-stocked cove. It only looks through a curated collection of academic stuff. And the really crucial difference is its ranking algorithm. It prioritizes scholarly content and gives a ton of weight to factors like citation counts to figure out a paper's influence and authority.
And the scope of what it's looking at is just massive. We're not just talking about peer-reviewed articles. We mean dissertations, entire academic books, conference papers, and even things you might not expect, like court opinions and patents. It really is a comprehensive map of the entire scholarly world.
Now, anybody can just throw a few keywords into a search bar, but the real skill, the thing that saves you hours, is moving from just searching to actually efficiently finding exactly what you need. And that takes precision. Your absolute best friend for this is the advanced search drawer. Seriously. Instead of just hoping for the best with your keywords, this lets you put in specific filters right from the get-go. You can search by author, publication, or a specific date range, which gives you this immediate, fine-tuned control over your results. For those of you who want to work even faster, you have to master search operators. Putting a phrase in quotes forces an exact match. Super useful. Using Boolean operators like or, and you have to use all caps, is perfect for synonyms like cancer or oncology. The minus sign lets you exclude terms, which is a lifesaver for words with double meanings, like jaguar when you're definitely not looking for cars. And then operators like author or in title let you zero in on specific parts of a paper. This is how you surgically pull the signal out of all that noise. You know, finding the right papers is really only half the battle. The next, and honestly, just as important step, is organizing all that information so you can actually use it. And this is where your personal library comes into play. I want you to think of My Library as your own personal, cloud-based collection of every important paper you've ever found. It's like having a digital research assistant that keeps everything perfectly organized and ready to go, no matter which device you happen to be using. And building this library couldn't be easier. I mean, it's literally a three-step process. You find an article, you click that little star icon to save it, and then you organize it with custom labels. You can even tag a single paper with multiple labels so it can live under AI, medicine, and Project X all at the same time. And this is where your library unlocks some serious superpowers. You get one-click formatted citations, the cited by and related articles links stay live, which turns your library into a whole new launchpad for discovery. And maybe most importantly, you can bulk export entire collections into reference managers like Zotero or EndNote. It's a total game changer for your workflow. Okay, so everything we've talked about so far is really about making the current research process more efficient. But this next evolution, the one powered by AI, well, it's about to fundamentally change how we discover things in the first place. So what do you do when your research question isn't just a couple of keywords? You know, what if it's a long, detailed question with a bunch of different parts? Something like, what are the socioeconomic barriers to carbon capture adoption in developing nations? A traditional search engine is going to choke on that. So enter Scholar Labs. This is an experimental, AI-driven feature that's built for exactly these kinds of complex natural language questions. Instead of just matching keywords, it actually analyzes your whole query to understand the topics, the relationships between them, and the core concept you're trying to get at. And this right here is the real leap forward. Scholar Labs doesn't just throw a list of results at you. For each paper it recommends, it gives you an AI-generated summary that explains exactly how that paper helps answer your specific question. This alone can save you hours and hours of sifting through irrelevant articles. And this AI integration is only getting deeper. Now you can ask follow-up questions, basically turning your search into a conversation. The new Scholar PDF Reader can even generate an AI outline of a super dense paper for you. And behind the scenes, powerful models like Gemini are being plugged in to unlock even deeper research and synthesis powers very, very soon. Up to this point, we've really been focused on consuming information. But the last piece of this whole ecosystem is about contributing to the conversation and managing your own academic identity. See, creating a Google Scholar profile is the step that really changes your role. It's how you officially plant your flag in the global scientific community. You can curate all of your work in one public place, make it discoverable, and track its impact over time. It's basically your academic resume for the digital age. And a huge part of that profile is the H-index. It's the single number that tries to measure both your productivity and the impact of your work. So what does it mean? Well, an H-index of 10, for example, means you've published 10 papers that have each been cited at least 10 times. It's become one of the standard ways to get a quick read on a researcher's overall influence in their field. So the crucial takeaway here is this. Google Scholar is not just a place you go to find papers anymore. It has become a complete, integrated ecosystem. It's designed to support you through the entire research lifecycle, from discovering new ideas and curating your sources, to finally building your own professional visibility within the academic world. And that really brings us to our final question. As these AI tools get smarter and smarter at finding, summarizing, and even synthesizing information, they're becoming less of a tool and more of a research partner. So what does that mean for us? What becomes the new essential role of the human researcher when we live in an age of intelligent discovery? Definitely something to think about.